He never asked for money, never begged, just sat there, waiting. One day I asked why. He smiled, tapped the bench and said, "Love doesn't disappear, it just changes seats." I respect those who have faced their own weaknesses and turned them into strength. Swing. Every morning he sat alone on the same bench, same clothes, same stare. But one morning, he wasn't there. And what I learned next changed how I see everyone I walk past. Let's start the story. It was always there. The old wooden bench by the mango tree on 4th Street. The paint was peeling, one leg wobbled, it smelled faintly of damp wood, dried leaves, and rust. Every morning at 6 a.m., an old man sat on that bench, skin like weathered bark, white stubble like snow across his jaw. He wore the same thing every day, a faded green jacket and slippers too thin for the gravel sidewalk. He never asked for money, never begged. Just sat, hands resting on his knees, eyes scanning the horizon like he was waiting for something. Or someone. I'd walk past him on my way to work, coffee in hand, headphones on, too busy, too distracted, too modern. One Thursday he wasn't there. Bench sat cold and silent, a ghost of its usual self. Morning air felt heavier, like something was missing, not just a man, but a presence. I asked the fruit vendor nearby, "Kuya Tony, where's the old man who sits there?" He shrugged, wiping mango juice off his palms. Didn't show up today. First time in years. That night I couldn't sleep. Something inside me kept whispering, "You never asked his name." The next day I brought bread and a flask of coffee, just in case. There he was, back again, but he looked different. Eyes duller, shoulders lower. There was a sadness in him that didn't hide anymore. I handed him the bread awkwardly. "For you, sir." He looked up, surprised, smiled faintly. "Thank you." Not many noticed the quiet ones. We talked. His name was Mang Rudy. He used to be a teacher, lost his wife 8 years ago. His kids had moved abroad. Calls got fewer, messages stopped. "I sit here because this was our spot," he said, tapping the bench. "She'd laugh every morning when the birds tried to steal our pandesal." He chuckled, eyes misty, and then he said something that struck me deep. "The world moves fast, but memories walk, and I just like to walk beside them a little longer." Before I left, I asked him, "Why keep coming back if it makes you sad?" He looked at the sunrise, orange and soft, like a mango just split open. Because love doesn't disappear, it just changes seats. I walked to work that day slower, not just because I was thinking, but because I wanted to see everything. The cracks in the pavement, the smell of frying eggs from the street vendor, the laughter of kids hopping over puddles. I started noticing more, feeling more, and strangely, carrying less. So the next time you walk by someone quiet, someone you think is just another background character, look again. If you had 5 minutes with someone like Mang Rudy, what would you ask them? Logically, let me know in the comments. Keep in mind, nothing, be it a video, an app, or the latest news, is more valuable than your focus. I'll bring you stories that matter. Stay brave. We're on the path to victory.